Two new investigations, both directed in mice, bolster each other's discoveries that the ketogenic, or keto, eating regimen may enhance memory in seniority and, in addition, drag out life expectancy. The ketogenic slim down, which is all the more normally known as the keto eat less carbs, plans to diminish starch allow for expending more fat and adequate protein. As of late, this eating regimen has begun to accumulate more consideration. Thinks about have differently connected it with weight reduction benefits, adjuvant malignancy treatment, and some epilepsy medications. What's more, two new autonomously directed investigations currently propose that the keto eating regimen may enhance memory and lessen mortality. One investigation, drove by Drs. Eric Verdin and John Newman, both from the Buck Institute for Research on Aging in Novato, CA, took a gander at the impact of the keto eating routine on maturing mice. The second examination, drove by Dr. John Ramsey, from the University of California, Davis School of Veterinary Medicine, took a gander at grown-up mice and had comparative discoveries about the effect of the keto count calories, with the expansion that it might likewise enhance quality and coordination. The two papers were distributed today in the diary Cell Metabolism. Recurrent keto eating regimen has medical advantages. The two investigations tried the impacts of four eating routine composes, ketogenic, low starch, high fat, or control, in mice. The researchers utilized undertakings including labyrinths, adjust pillars, and running wheels to test the improvement of the mice's intellectual aptitudes and physical quality as they matured. The scientists likewise checked the mice for adjustments in heart work, and in the adjustments in the control of quality articulation. What the analysts at the Buck Institute, in a joint effort with groups from different establishments, found was that the impacts of the ketogenic consume less calories on the body were fundamentally the same as those of fasting and other such dietary limitations. For instance, it affected insulin flagging and quality articulation similarly that fasting would. The Buck Institute group found that a keto eating routine encouraged mice on a repeating premise, that is, substituted with the control count calories, counteracted corpulence, decreased midlife mortality, and anticipated memory misfortune. The more established mice on the ketogenic eating regimen had a superior memory than the more youthful mice. That is extremely striking, says Dr. Verdin. The keto eating routine can raise the centralization of beta-hydroxybutyrate corrosive BHB in the body, which, the analysts note, enhances memory work. Dr. Verdin says this is the first occasion when that an examination has itemized the helpful effect of BHB on memory and life expectancy on account of maturing well-evolved creatures. This opens up another field in maturing research. We think the medical advantages of BHB may go past memory and could influence tissues and organ frameworks, he proposes. Systems call for promote examination. Be that as it may, when the mice were tried for the effect of the keto abstain from food on memory, they were off the eating routine and BHB levels had returned to typical. This, the specialists clarify, was keeping in mind the end goal to test regardless of whether the effect of a keto eating regimen was long haul. We were mindful so as to have the greater part of the mice eating an ordinary eating regimen. Amid the genuine memory testing which recommends the impacts of the ketogenic eating regimen were enduring, something changed in the brains of these mice to make them stronger to the impacts of age. Figuring out what this is the following stage in the work, says Dr. Newman. One clarification for the solidness of the impact on memory, he considers, might be an adjustment in quality articulation. Taking a gander at quality articulation clarifies drive. Newman, the ketogenic eating routine smothered the lifespan-related target of rapamycin pathway and insulin flagging and upregulated the fasting-related interpretation factor PPAR-alpha, an ACE controller that helps the body all the more productively utilize fat. The second examination reports comparative discoveries in regards to the impact of the keto slim down on memory and mortality, as its lead specialist clarifies. The creators of this investigation likewise take note of that a keto eating regimen enabled the mice to safeguard their engine capacity in bulk. Analysts associated with the two investigations are energized that their discoveries were commonly affirmed to a vast degree. Regarding clinical ramifications, drive. Verdun and his partners trust that further research may open the way to novel medicines for age-related intellectual issue. His research center at the Buck Institute is right now exploring how keto eating regimens may affect Alzheimer's ailment.